And
No. Brian and Pony.
I'm sorry, guys. Brian and Pony, thanks for keeping me honest, Megan.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah, we're excited. I'm going to remind folks that you're listening to Mostly Minnesota Music on WMCN 91.7 FM in St. Paul. We are excited to have Leslie in studio. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes, we've got Spencer, we've got Leslie, we've got Andrew, but I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'll have you each tell a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself so people can put the voice with the name.
You go first. My name is Spencer. I play bass in the band. Leslie and I have known each other since we were like 15. We've been playing music together for the past decade. Yeah.
Alright, I'm Andrew, play drums in the band. I've been playing with them since 2015, so been a while.
Yeah. And I'm Leslie. I play guitar and sing and write all the music for the band, and yeah. And we also have our keyboardist who couldn't make it, Molly Murray, so much love to her, of course.
Definitely listening, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
I'm
Yep.
sure. How did you all get? I know you've known each other for a number of years, but how did you decide to have a band?
Well, I started. I was studying music at North Hennepin Community College, and I was an enthusiastic student. I loved playing with theory and all that stuff, and I've always written music since I was a young child, and yeah, there was all these little things I wanted to play with, so I started writing music, and I wanted to use it in a band. So I talked to Spencer, like, hey, do you want to be in a band? Because we were hanging out all the time anyway. And yeah, we just started getting musicians. Yeah.
Well, tell them how you guys found me.
Oh, yeah. So we had a drummer who left, and then I just had a friend from North Hennepin, Jonah Martinez, play, and he left after our first gig, and so I went to Craigslist and took out an ad, and Andrew was the second person who responded, and he's been amazing, and we've been like super close friends ever since.
Yeah, I found them on the Craigslist. They said they were gonna pay me.
Still haven't. It's coming.
Waiting for that check.
But, you know, it's a weird, funny story, but you know, made some really good friends and met some really cool guys that play some really awesome music. So it's been a good Craigslist ad choice.
Yeah.
Well, my question, when you do an ad like that and you meet some, do you know right away, like, that person's our person?
That's a good question. I mean, we just met at a coffee shop, Bad Waitress, and it seemed to jive, and we played, and it was good enough.
Well, I think the other ad you had was pretty lewd and not.
Oh, the response was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh, tell us about that ad. That's a good show for a band.
Yeah.
Bring whips. Or
Bring whips, yep. Play on parts of the body. But, yeah, and it's also hard to find people, so whoever we got, we were going to whip into shape one way or the other. But we got really lucky.
Yeah, we all basically had just moved to the city very recently. Leslie still wasn't even living in the city, so I think we were all pretty desperate to try to find people to play music with. And,
So, and sleep in the practice space. But
yeah, that counts. Okay,
Yeah.
you're moved in partially.
But yeah.
Well, and for folks who are listening, who are musicians who aren't from the Twin Cities, if you're what did you do when you get here? You know, when you got here, you were in music school, so you would have met people that way.
Yep. Gosh, we just knew a lot of people coming into the city who were musicians, and playing in a band. I mean, that's all I want to do. So, you just meet people naturally that way.
Yeah. It takes some time though. I feel like it really took us about like 5 or 6 years to find a community of you know, true musicians who are trying to do the similar thing that we were and like have similar goals and like but it's been really incredible, and I feel very lucky to be living, you know, in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, because I think the music community here is especially cohesive and supportive. It's not cutthroat. It's the perfect size, and so I feel like once we found that groove, it was like a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, and it could just be our experience, but I feel like post-pandemic, the community in the music scene has gotten a lot tighter and more supportive, and just more of like a communal art community that I just love to be part of. Yeah.
Yeah, I second all that. It said everything I was gonna say. So, yeah.
It is, and for people who like music, you can go to see music every night of the week, which is nice.
Yeah.
But it's not so. But it doesn't feel so competitive. Like, oh, which one am I going to choose? You know.
Right, and
That's
we're not all fighting over, oh, you're stealing our audience. You know,
Yeah.
we love all of our bands, and it's like, oh, you want to go see this band? Like, yeah, I probably would too.
Yeah, the idea of stealing an audience is very funny to me.
Yeah,
So,
it's-
and I also feel like we're a big enough city where there's not, or a small enough city where there's not so much going on that you're like everybody's
Right.
competing for attention, and there's not like bigger acts. So I feel like one of the best things you can do on a day out is go see local music. People are very much aware of that here.
Yeah, there's awesome local music every night of the week, pretty much. I mean, if you want to go find it, you can.
Yeah.
Shout out to Undercurrent.
Yeah.
I was just going to
Oh,
say,
yeah.
you got some places you want to call
Oh,
out?
yeah.
Because, yeah, that's
Yeah,
Undercurrent. Check them out if you don't know about them.
good.
I think it's Undercurrent MPLS
Yep.
on Instagram.
Yep.
Love the folks there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the other thing that a lot of places do is have residencies where people can introduce, and this is a leading question.
Yes.
How do you all feel about residencies?
Well, we have a residency at the White Squirrel coming up every Tuesday in the month of May. It's a bar out in St. Paul. It's really interesting. It can be hard to get people out to gigs in St. Paul, and on a Tuesday night no less, but every single gig we've played, and basically the experience across the board, is they pack the place on Tuesday nights. It's always a blast.
Yeah, people love to come out to the White Squirrel, and for a good reason. I feel like the venue is just so well catered to the music, and like it's well set up. It feels nice. Like, very grateful that venue opened up recently.
And no cover either.
And it's free.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
free.
and it's free.
Yep.
Tuesday nights in May.
It's
That's
free.
right.
It's over on
We do
West
get paid.
7th.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's
They
a
pay their
good thing.
musicians.
You know, I have wondered that in the past. I did not know that. Okay.
they
I mean, you know,
Yeah. I
it
mean,
turns
it's
out they
very-
don't pay you to drink there, so I wasn't aware.
Sometimes they do.
That's true. That's true. But it is. I mean, I think the White Squirrel does a fabulous job, and they have such different music each night.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you can go be all Americana, it could be all experimental, it could be hard rock, it could be, you know,
Anyone from the community.
spoken word. I think. I mean, it just.
Yeah.
And I like that about it too, that it's really open to.
To that stuff. Yeah, for one of our gigs, I'm trying to put together more, like spoken word or comedy act, 15-minute set or something like that, and try to bridge the gaps between some of the recording or performance communities in the city. And yeah, that's a great place to do it.
And that's got to be a fun challenge to know you've got to come up with 4 shows, to curate 4 shows, and especially when you probably have 10 shows worth of friends that could play,
Yes.
Yeah.
Schedule providing, because all of our friends are busy with gigs or recording or life and jobs and stuff, and so it's very exciting. I mean, it's probably one of the best things about having residencies, being like, oh, we've never played with them, or I really want to see them again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's every Tuesday in May.
Yeah.
That's coming up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
well, and that's a chance for you to make sure that you can see them.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I hear from people all the time. I'd love to see these bands, but I'm always working. I'm always playing. I'm always.
It helps when you're being paid to see them. I'd see most of the bands from gigging with them. Like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should we play one of your songs?
Yeah, that would be great.
I'm looking at Spotify and I've got this in my hand. What would you like us to play?
I think Harvest Breed would be a good first choice. And yeah, that's on our first album.
Okay.
Which, yeah, we'll talk about later.
All right. Harvest Breed.
Bluesy one.
All right, by Leslie.
Ah, dead air.
Okay,
Oh, there it is.
that's me. We'll start over. Sorry, that's me. That's
You're
all
good,
me.
you're good.
That's all me. And I can put but I thank you for choosing one there that would have been smoother if I'd done it right.
Yeah.
And do you want me to use?
Whichever's easiest for you. That is probably for the demos and stuff. Yeah, that was probably the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
If you can play with just like WAV files.
Yeah. I'll do that. And we're still live streaming,
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
but on the radio, but on the radio people can't hear us. But
Okay, great. I still have to watch myself.
oh, now's your
Yeah.
chance. Now's your chance to drop anyone you want.
Yep. The real Leslie. Behind the scenes. Yeah. This is what they'll use in documentaries. When it all started. It fall apart.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
When it all started, just before it fell apart.
Yeah.
They should have known when.
Do you want to test this?
Sure, why not? And I just.
Oh yeah, if you want to play something like that's awesome. As you can see, we're usually very formal, but we decided to have a relaxing day.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, and this, I just brought it like, oh,
No, if
let
you
me
want to play, that's
demonstrate
awesome. I
something.
mean,
But I'm not going to play a
whatever.
full song.
Just like if you play something like it's gonna be,
Yeah, pretty quiet.
be able to hear it.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
How are you radio?
Blind.
Oh.
So I'm in a
Yes, too loud.
But I can control it with my hands, like if I had to.
Well, yeah, but
But
If I had
Gotta get a
to.
baseline.
I think the bass line before was perfect because I can.
yeah. Okay. What other songs did you play?
I brought Home Pioneer from the album, and then I brought. I think Feel at Home would be a cool demo to share.
Yeah.
Talk about new music. This is all old stuff, and I can talk about the album. I think would be a good topic.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the native.
Okay, we'll ask you about this song and then.
Yeah.
Harvest Breed by Leslie. We have 3/4 of Leslie in studio.
Look at us.
Yes, tell us about that lovely, lovely song.
Thank you. It's just a bluesy jam. It's quite a bit older. I think like 2017, 2018. But yeah, I just love to play the music I like and have fun with songwriting. So that's really all there is to say about it. But yeah, that's off our first album, which we recorded a while ago. Came out in 2022, and it's mostly a collection of just old songs we wanted to get on record that we've been playing around for years. And yeah, I have a lot of newer songs and stuff I'm excited to record.
I know, I think we'll use that to transition to tell us about some of the new stuff you're working on.
Yeah, I have been writing a lot. I'm a lot more proud of my songwriting these days, and so I look back at the old album and it's just all old songs, and I'm really excited about my new stuff, so I want to record this year to get a single out and an album, preferably, of new material that I'm really proud of. Money is an issue there. We might be trying to crowdfund that in the future, so look out for that if you want to help. But yeah, yeah.
But well, it's fun to hear someone say you're proud of the music.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
and I mean, this seems like a silly question, but why? Is there something you're doing differently? Do you just feel like you're in a groove? What makes you proud?
That's really interesting. Yeah, because that took me a long time. You know, I've always written music just kind of as something you do. But to be proud of it or think that it's something worth sharing or special in any way, it took a long time. And I think just being excited about it, I think really having this community that we've fallen into the last couple of years has really helped a lot, where it's like, oh no, this is fun, and people seem to respond positively, so it's like, oh, here's something I might be able to do.
In the community, do you collaborate with other artists
I've
at all?
wanted to. I've wanted to a lot, especially singing with another person. I've really wanted to try. I've never written a song with another person. I've wanted to do that. It's really hard because everybody's working on their own projects, and you know, I've started writing stuff and sent it to people, and it's like, oh yeah, I can add stuff to this. I can do this, and then it falls through. It's hard, you know, when you're focused on your own projects and everybody's really working on building to make that happen. But we do a lot of art together, like other than music and just playing music together. But as far as actual projects that get put out go, tends to be, yeah.
What other art do you do together? Begs the question.
Painting, and when I think about it, mostly music.
All right.
But we all are a community of artists that do, I don't know, a lot of visual artists, and yeah. You've done pretty substantial stuff.
Yeah, I collaborated with a couple of people on some visual art. We have an art show on Tuesday or on next Sunday.
I didn't know that.
Oh, well, bearing the lead on that one, Spencer.
Yeah.
Tell us more, please.
Corey Avery and I, who plays in Serious Machine, we have an art show at Karma Coffee in Northeast. We'll be selling wooden earrings and maybe a couple of sculptures or bigger paintings. We make wooden earrings out of cedar and wallpaper scraps. So
very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's next Sunday at Carmack. Can you tell us what time?
That's from 3 to 6 next Sunday. Yeah.
Be there.
Be there. And then Andrew and I play in a couple of different bands too. So we collaborate with, you know, a couple of different people in the city. It's funny though, I've actually never played in a band without Andrew.
We've been stuck together since we met, I think.
Yeah, which is great because you develop like this kind of like psychic connection after a while, you know, when you really get into a certain groove. Yeah.
People you play with for an extended period of time, you develop, and as you get better as a musician, you develop a language that it's like telepathy. It's like a higher level of communication. It's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because sometimes I think I see that on the stage with people, and sometimes because you see someone sneer at their bandmate, or you know, or go 1, 2, 3, you know, just very visually.
Yep.
But sometimes you can just sort of go, oh, they're of
tight.
one mind,
Yep.
of one mind. They know exactly where they're going.
Yep.
Yeah, you can tell a lot with a glance
Yeah.
across the stage of like what's happening, you know.
Yep.
Am I messing up or they, or like what's going on?
Yep.
I've gotten some stares before.
Quick stares.
We all have.
I tend to
turn back and what are you doing back there?
Yeah. I tend to laugh at them when they make mistakes.
Yeah, and then that's
I
like
never make mistakes.
Yeah. Well, like even like you know, say you see someone like, you know, have that look across the stage, and generally that's just like communicating music. Like there's, I mean, at least in our group, no one's ever actually like mad about anything. It's just like
And
something, you know, it's
And
communicating.
in fact, in some ways, when mistakes happen on stage, trying to work with and recover from those mistakes and incorporate them into the performance is a factor of what makes live music so much fun.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I actually really love challenges of kind of, you know, something goes wrong or you're out of sync, being able to recover. You know, you don't, in music, all musicians know about, you don't stop no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
asterisk. But no matter how things fall apart, I feel like we're good enough musicians. We have that dynamic where we can recover.
It's like, you know, we'll know we made a mistake, but like the audience will
Yeah.
have
Or
no
even if
idea
if
we can cover it right.
yeah.
You know?
And even if they do notice, if we can land on our feet and jive, it can make for actually really great packs a punch.
I remember the show that we had at the 7th Street last year.
Oh, God.
One of your strings broke, and we just had to.
Yeah,
And we just
Yeah.
had a vamp. We had a vamp for like 12 extra bars.
I was not 12. It was
Oh my
it was too long. It was too long, but I saw it as a challenge, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna tune and play, and we're going to lead this into the next song. Just trying to communicate with the band on it. It was that's example of me. It was no, and we did land on the next song, so we got there.
And that's why we go to see live music. I mean, if I wanted it to be perfect, I'd sit home and save myself some money
Listen to the
and
record,
listen to
yeah.
the record. But
Yeah.
I think it was drone, not drones. And you know, the whole idea is the 28 hours of
Yep.
drone. The power went out.
Oh.
The power went out this last year, and luckily it was somebody who sang as well as played an instrument. Didn't miss a beat. I have a terrible voice, but she immediately started, and then she said, "Everybody join me, we'll fill the space." And
Oh,
Wow.
that's how I remember it. Like, nice. I mean,
Yeah.
really, that's the...
It becomes part of the artwork. Yeah.
We see so many shows. We both separately see a lot of music, but we see a lot of shows together. And we're always like, just give us something memorable.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's,
exactly.
you know,
I think one of the best trumpet drum solos I ever was a part of was because the power went out and the only instruments that were working were
Oh yeah.
the trumpet and the drums, and we just vamped on it for like a good 5-8 minutes and like until the power got turned back on.
Perfect. Yeah. It's a show.
Yeah.
You know.
I said that. It was the most memorable, for me, the most memorable part of Drone Not Drones that, you know,
Exactly.
last month, I think, whenever it was. Shall we play another song?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
So let's do Helm Pioneer for this one. This was a really old one. So I guess I'll talk briefly about when I first started, I was listening to a lot of Joy Division and early Cure, and so in the start it was a lot more post-punk influence, and I think there's still some. Now we do more. There's still that influence, but art pop type stuff. And that's definitely present here, but there's a little flair of that ethereal post-punk stuff. I don't know. So, yeah.
All right,
Off
let's
our
listen.
first album.
Maybe. Yeah. There we go.
Sweet.
Nice. I think when you like your craft and you're proud of it and you're comfortable, that's when you're like, oh, challenge.
Yeah,
Somewhere wrong.
exactly. Yep.
You don't want that on the first show.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Yep.
because the uncomfortability becomes exciting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Let's see how good a musician I really am.
We both have said I'd rather see a train wreck than something boring.
I'll sometimes
I
pick out shows
completely agree.
just because I think they're going to be a train wreck.
Yeah.
The amount of SoundCloud rappers I've sat there just waiting for a train wreck.
Yeah. Break this up. Make it interesting.
We played with one SoundCloud rapper.
Oh.
He was You're just racist. And it was like, oh my god.
I
I think I heard about that.
I smoked a cigarette for that entire set, so I completely missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a different time too. So
Yeah.
nowadays I would feel good being out there like
Yeah.
that.
No, I didn't go there after that.
But back then we just take any gig we can get.
Yeah.
Turning it down with gigs
Yeah.
is not a thing.
No. Well, and sometimes you don't know till you get there.
Well,
Right.
we didn't.
Yeah,
we
we
had
didn't,
no
yeah.
idea. Yeah. I don't think we knew anything about the gig. Nick asked us to play. We should have brought some stickers for you.
Oh, shoot. I might have some in my case.
All right then. You can always write on the wall too.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You'll have to repaint.
Yeah. Every now and again, someone will bring their kid here with some artist, and then
Yep.
the kid is like, "What?"
Really?
We do this everywhere.
Yeah. New rules.
Adults draw on the walls sometimes.
Yeah.
You get dolls do this.
No, of course not. We don't draw on the walls.
I had a house so full of nail polish on the walls that I thought we'd never.
Oh my
You may know the culprits.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
3 daughters. A lot of.
A lot of nail polish on the wall.
Oh, goodness.
We used to work in first time. You might have met Lily.
Oh, did I?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do you guys know each other?
Yeah, mostly through Lily, and then we go into shows all the time.
Yeah.
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 Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've met at shows. Have you seen the Leslie before?
I have.
Okay.
I think at the entry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't. Yeah. I wouldn't always.
The Leslie. I know. And my dad calls us the Leslies, which is hilarious. Yeah.
Hem Pioneer by Leslie. I'm tempted to say the Leslies because you
The
were just
Leslies,
teasing.
yes.
Who we have in studio. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad calls us the Leslies, which I think is
Classic dad.
classic. Yeah,
That is
close
classic.
up,
That is
yeah.
absolutely a classic dad. Classic dad move. Yeah. So that you said is an older one as well.
Yeah, one of the earliest of the Leslie stuff that I wrote when I was still in music school. Yeah. Lots of dissonance, but I was, using like music theory as like a toolbox. Like, oh, I can connect this with secondary dominant, secondary leaning tone. Oh, I can chromatic cadence extensions. Oh, French augmented 6. How would I figure that and stuff? So it was from that era, and I still use all that stuff today. But
I'm having flashbacks to music school right
You
now.
studied
I
music?
can't-
Yeah.
I can't deal with it right now.
Oh, yeah. There will be a test. Yeah.
Failed it then, I'm going to fail it now.
I bring one for anybody who says they were in music school.
Well, and I always wonder how much that. I mean, clearly it does come into your writing.
Yeah.
I don't think it goes into everyone's writing, but you're right. I mean, it's a dimension that you have.
Yeah, I think people tend to be afraid of it. You don't need it to write good music, obviously. I think it's just handy as a tool set and a mode of communication. If you play, get called on for a gig last minute, to fill in for somebody, it's handy to have this vocabulary and stuff. And then when I'm writing, I might hear something that I'd love to play with that. What are they doing? Oh, it's a 5/6 to 6, classic. So it's just there's something exciting about playing with all that stuff. Yeah.
I greatly appreciate it too because Leslie can write complicated songs and then communicate them to me through chord charts and lead sheets.
Oh yeah.
And then
very professional chord charts.
And then you can just get to the next level of writing your part because you have the structure and the skeleton of the song and exactly what is going on with Leslie's chord structures.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just fun to analyze. And something I love, we brought on Molly, who has her bachelor's in piano performance, and she works off the key signature largely. And obviously, writing in minor keys, you tend to use, harmonic minor, you use the leading tone. So with dominant chords, she'll often play, minor third in the dominant. So she benefited a lot from me doing full harmonic analysis on all my charts. Got to use that degree somehow. Right?
That sounds like a lot of work to me. But it's like you have an extra color in your crayon box.
Yeah, exactly. It's another brush with which to paint.
Yes, yes, that's good.
I don't use chord charts.
I know. It's all from the heart.
I know. I'm trying to tell him to look at them.
Yeah.
But
A lot of wrong notes.
Oh, well, I maybe have to change the topic now.
Yeah.
Tell us about any other upcoming shows you've got coming. 'Cause I think you've got a few.
We've got on the 29th, the Leap Day.
Yeah.
We're playing at, what is it, Rock Music Venue?
the Rock Lounge.
The Rock
It's
Lounge.
On West 7th?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay,
in St.
so
Paul, yep.
it's on West 7th by very near the Keggin Case.
Okay.
And just a few blocks from the White Squirrel that we were speaking
Oh,
of before.
perfect.
Yeah.
That helps me. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. So, great. Yeah, we're playing there on the 29th. We have some further in the future, but I don't remember them offhand.
Well, and that's a fun place. It's very vibey.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I've not been there.
Oh,
yet.
no.
Yeah,
no,
that
no,
rock,
Yeah,
it's
a cool spot.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
I think I missed the music, but it's very. I was like, oh, this is a very, very vibey thing.
Come on out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking to see they're communicating with their eyes, and I'm not sure what. No. I'm just waiting. Yeah.
Who was playing that?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, McCool, Siphon. I just looked at this today. And somebody else. Look at our Instagram. It's on there. Wait, no, it's in a message on the Instagram. Hold on. But Jonger.
I just saw them
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
2 weeks ago. Great band. They're
I've
really
never seen
fun.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what show, but they killed it. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, nice. Oh, we played with Mick Cool at the Acadia recently, and
Yeah,
I was
they're lovely.
totally blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Good.
That's definitely come out to see them for sure. Yeah.
That sounds like an awesome set.
Yeah.
An awesome set. Should we play one more song?
Sure.
Yeah.
So the next one is going to be a demo, an example
Fun.
of kind of newer stuff. I record these at home. This one I recorded to 4-track tape. A friend of mine,
Wow.
it was actually an original member of Leslie, Ian Robinson, and used to work at McAllister, gave me a cassette deck, and I've had a lot of fun. I also love 20th century music and Stockhausen, tape splicing and all that stuff. It's not present here, but I did have to splice and edit a piece. Anyway, it's on 4-track tape, and you'll have to forgive the vocal takes. I try to hammer them out as quick as possible since I'm recording in my apartment. And yeah. Try not to caveat too much.
No, that makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Which song though?
Oh, yes, Feel at Home. Yeah, it's my most recent demo.
Feel at Home by Leslie.
Yep. It is. I heard the little.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There we
This
go.
is this is what gives me gray hair. This is the second
Yeah,
time
yeah.
and you're like
Yeah.
dead air, dead air. But then I hear it happen on the current. I'm like, oh, I'm not so bad. I'm
Yeah.
not getting paid.
They
I'm professional enough.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about those challenges.
All right, I'm looking at the time because someone does come in at 2. So maybe after the song, we'll just sort of finish
Wrap
up.
it up.
Unless you want to play some. I mean,
No.
no, okay.
That's fine. That was just if it came up. in
No,
conversation. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you brought all the heavy.
Diminished chords.
Why would I
They
want to
see
play
French.
German Octave 6?
French Hugman.
It's not necessarily something to fear. But I don't know how it can be to go. It's something I am trying to wrap my
Cheesy last line.
Feel at Home by Leslie, who we have in studio. I've had many people sit and listen to their music while we play it on the radio.
Mm.
I have now one who started to sing along with it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah,
hard
yeah,
not to.
yeah. It's so funny. I just have never seen. Yeah, you clearly enjoyed it so much.
I love just playing music. That's what I go for is just having fun on stage, bringing people into that joy of the sensory experience.
No, it's
Yeah.
fun to watch because you're all very comfortable listening to it, and some people are and some people aren't. You know, some people are like, oh, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and singing along, getting into the zone, as it were, kind of helps with that nerves. It's like, oh, well, it is embarrassing, so I'll play along.
No, it's great. I love the sound of that one.
Thank you.
That is very, very good. So,
Yeah, hoping to record all that stuff.
got any timeline in mind here?
Oh,
This year.
I won't
this
hold
year-
you to it.
Well, we're getting that gig, which should pay pretty well, and I'd love to put a lot of that towards it. And then, so around that same time, we'll work out maybe a way to do crowdfunding. Look out for that. You can also, like, if you want to buy our album on Bandcamp, that goes straight to us, so that's really handy. But recording's expensive, so
Yeah.
it sucks.
And is Instagram the best place to find you?
Yes. I'd love to have more ways for people who don't use Instagram. I was trying to do a mailing list, but Leslie.mpls is our handle. And that's where I post all the updates, demos, show updates. You'll see videos of performances, all that good stuff.
Good. And Leslie is Leslie.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Sure.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming.
Yeah,
Thanks
oh,
for having
it's
me.
been
Yeah.
so nice. Thank you
Yeah.
for having us.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, we're going to go back to some music.